What we're up against. Good old energy. We're just gonna take a Johnny and start fighting through guides, or do we want to take guides, fight through a Johnny's? Guide. See if we can find an Abigail pretty quickly. This is like the Abigail matchup. We can get Abigail on a shadow. They find Ocelot. That's pretty good. Ugh. Playing 4 Path to Exile, 4 Assassin's Trophy. Ugh. Path to Exile sounds really awkward in a deck that like does not want to let your opponent start hard casting solitudes and stuff. So I could play out Shadow. Shadow dies, turns on Traverse. Play out a Moon Shadow. But like, even if I get Traverse online and go get an Abigail, I can't play out the Abigail till I find 2 more lands. It's got another guide. Okay. Yep. So Shadows online kind of doesn't really matter without Abigail. I need a fetch. Okay. So I can go Shadow, basic Swamp, second Shadow. And I think I save the Traverse for next turn so that I can Traverse for Abigail. I open myself up to a potential Thraben Charm, but I really don't want them to know that Abigail's on the radar. Like if they got a Flage, I'm dead to a Flage anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So Abigail. I do lose a Shadow, but I gain a 13/13 first strike lifelink flyer. Also grows Moon Shadow, I guess. All right. Then binning is really good for me. So like goblin bombardment would be pretty annoying. Just nothing. Okay. Because of first strike, I don't have to worry about like Thraben Charm. Sure. So you don't like Lightning Bolt? Not really. Lightning Bolt's not killing anything impactful at the moment. Or it's not killing anything that like Unholy Heat's not killing. But Unholy Heat lets you kill a lot of stuff that Lightning Bolt doesn't. Like Flage, like Scion of Draco, Territorial Kavu, um, Quantum Riddler, bunch of that stuff. Wan Shi Tong, Kaito. Well, I played that list because I wanted to try it out and I didn't like it, so I cut it. And it was in addition to the Unholy Heats. It was in place of like the Seal of Fire, Tar Fire, Dismember. And I just ended up deciding that those cards were a lot more impactful for like getting Delirium online than Lightning Bolt was. Putting on a mold of 5. Mold of 5 with the Ragavan. I don't think I'm going to play around Mana Tithe. Guide Pride. It's a hell of a mole. Very good mole. All right, what's my out here? Abigail onto a moon shadow. that my best play? They didn't hit a third land drop. Any creature lets him jump the Ocelot Pride again. I could Tarfire the Guide, try to stop the Ocelot from growing. And then Moon Shadow next turn. I think I am going to do that. Just to try to get like another counter or two on the Moon Shadow. So I can crack this Peatland, get a counter. Abigail next turn. Maybe I find like an Unholy Heat. Flage. Show me an Unholy Heat. So now I have to Abigail the Moon Shadow. Try to race this Ocelot Pride. Kill the Johnny, gain some life. Dex, what's up? Any turtles today? I've got a Ninja Turtles sealed league going on that we kind of started in the middle of the challenge, but then the challenge didn't go too hot, so I figured I would jump in here. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. So they're going to get City's Blessing this turn. Blocking with Abigail doesn't really do anything. All right, so I can kill the Ocelot Pride, which flips the Ajani. We'll see if they want to. Choose not to. So let's attack. I could sit back, but if I sit back and they have a flage, I'm just dead to that. So I'd rather try to be proactive and attack and like gain some life, get out of flage range. Block, block, unholy heat, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A Johnny doesn't deal damage unless they have a red permanent, which they don't at the moment. I double attack. I only get double attack if FOMO's already on the board and attacking. Is this the flage finally? Spyro. How about a pyroclasm off the top? Pyroclasm, one-time dealer. Is there any reason to... Fetching's fine. Yeah, FOMO triggered on anything. Just all you had to have was Delirium. Card would be insane. So I can gain 15. What does this look like? I attack with Moon Shadow and Abigail and FOMO. I hit for 15, gain 15, go to 19. They lose a cat token. They still have Ocelot Pride out, but Ocelot can't attack into the Nethergoyf. I believe our decision is forced. Is there any merit to attacking just with Moon Shadow? Block, block, block. Or block, block, block. Take 8. So no. This is block 2, 4, 6, 8. Thoughtseize away this other flage. Hope that you don't hit the land. What is this? Voice, sure. That's A-okay. How about a Teamer Battle Rage off the top? That's pretty good. Am I attacking with the Nethergoyf here? If I attack Moonshadow Nethergoyf, they're guaranteed to take 7. They would have to put 4 blockers on the Nethergoyf. 2, 3, 4. I kind of think I'm into that. Because if they just chump block, then I unholy heat the Ocelot Pride. And they're attacking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 from the Flage, but I'm at 22. Or do I have to save this for Flage? YOLO. I don't think there's any way they put 4 creatures in front of this. No, I've been wrong before. This is such a weird game. They have a discharge. They have a discharge and they didn't think about the first strike damage. They 1000% have a discharge. And they just didn't think about first strike killing the flyer. So even if they discharge before, it wouldn't matter. And then my guy doesn't take damage, so they can't discharge after. 1000%. Dude, Abigail. Abigail was unhinged. So, yeah, I shouldn't have let them get a 5-4 flyer. but I kind of thought that they were going to just jump their guide again and I'd get to kill it later. I didn't really think they were going to jump another cat. Or not jump the guide again, jump the Ocelot Pride again. I didn't really think they were going to jump a second body. But we did get heavily rewarded for not just turning that Moon Shadow into a, what was it, a 4/4 at the time, and waiting an extra turn, get it up to a 7/7. That mattered a ton. We can keep this. We're on the play. I've got Mishra's Bauble, Filter, Raucous Theater, so I can get some card types in the yard to try to set up FOMO pretty quickly. Double FOMO can end things fast. For Moon Shadow it is. I'll start buying. You have any promo links to get credit in paper, MTGO? I do. If you're planning on buying on TCG Player, we have a TCG Player affiliate link that if you purchase anything, if you click on our link and then purchase anything within 48 hours, we get credit for it. It doesn't cost you anything, comes out of like TCG Player's half. And then on Modo, if you use Mana Traders, you can rent or buy through Mana Traders, and we get a portion of everything that comes through there. I'm going to draw into this Nethergoyf. I'm probably not playing it on turn 2, but it's a really good pair up with FOMO, and then I've got the Teamer Battle Rage already, so hopefully we can put some pressure on. I've had Mana Traders for like 7 years. Yeah, I think I had it for 3 years and then stopped my subscription, restarted it, and I've had it for about 6 years since I restarted it. So quite a long amount of TCG Player. Just ditch our Shadow. Cauldron Familiar. Uh-oh. So this is just Sam combo. So let's try to get in some chip damage. And then I'll probably just go double Thoughtseize Nethergoyf here. Because I have Thoughtseize and Teamer Battle Rage that both grow Nethergoyf. Plus I'll have a FOMO trigger next turn. So Carrion Feeder gone. Cauldron Familiar gone. Here's a Nethergoyf. Go. They hit Cord for Viscera Seer. Yep. Man. That is brutal. Brutal, I tells ya. Let me tell you what matchup I really don't have anything for. Damn indeed. Like, realistically, any creature could have had them birthing ritual into a sack outlet, but just hitting the cord right there is tough. Especially on a mold of 5. This hand does not really do anything. I guess we'll keep this. Try to find a shadow or something. Abhorrent Oculus? Is that what we're doing now? What a time to be alive. They're gonna go like land unearth on me. When it wisely decides not to endurance. Keep something on top. Birthing ritual. Badger mole cub. Okay. How sick would it be if we could Ren ping the underground mortuary and unholy heat the badger mole cub and have this land not come back? Kind of okay burning this unholy heat because, like, we're not gonna have delirium as far as these endurances go anyway. I guess I'm gonna save the Abigail for the young wolf. Yeah, if they want to attack the Rin, that's fine. Going after me. Respect. So I can Abigail the young wolf and Ren ping it. Is that worth it? Let's see. Zara, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Hope you're having an awesome afternoon. Appreciate you coming around and hanging out. I think I'm going to. I don't love this. It does just like get something off the board. If they attack into Ren and 6, I get to counter on the Moon Shadow. Came just to drop the Prime, and I'll go back to your Demir Flash video. Thanks for the content. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it. Hope the video is serving you well. Maybe learning something from it. Going after me. Okay. Oh, 07 indeed. Another Moon Shadow. I could. How about this? We attack with Abigail, gain the life, play new Moon Shadow, and Rin ping my own Abigail. That grows my second Moon Shadow, and it sets up Rin ping itself next turn to grow the Moon Shadows even more. And now I can trade off with the Endurance. Not that I like really want to, but opponent does seem to be flooding slightly. All right. Kill one of them, grows the second one. Dryad plus Cord. That's kind of gross. That's very gross. I don't think we're dealing with that. Man. Abhorrent Oculus in Abzan. Sam combo. Is that a thing that's happening a lot? Like, is that something that I should be keeping an eye out on, or is that a one of probably never running into it again situation? Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I played against Samwise combo. It's been a hot minute. All right, so we find Tarfire off the top. Tarfire lets us traverse for something next turn, like traverse for another Nethergoyf. And then the turn after, we traverse for an Abigail. No. Lame. No, I can't thought seize because I don't want to take this ox. Maybe I do. Maybe they're just like so far off of ox, it doesn't matter. What is my out now? I need to get Delirium online and traverse for a shadow. Oh, they have Phoenix in the yard now. Abigail. Abigail is not going to do it. Thinking about pushes or decays in the sideboard. For what? I kind of feel like I want a second Abigail in the sideboard. But like all the stuff push and decay interacts with, I feel like if you just get Abigail's Shadow, like that runs over all of those decks. Decay kills almost everything right now other than Riddler and Eldrazi. So Boros. Boros and just Boros. Oof. That's pretty good against me. Finds a hollow one. Unfortunately, Moon Shadow with a ley line out does nothing. Because Moon Shadow only cares about these cards hitting the graveyard. And they do not in the face of a ley line. So one might even argue that Leyline of the Void kind of wrecks a significant portion of my deck. Dang. That's unfortunate. So what's my play here? I can crack Peatland looking for a fetch, but I wouldn't be able to play it this turn anyway. I think I just traverse for a swamp. Make sure I still have a swamp before I do anything. How do they beat me? Well, Detective's Phoenix kills me. Lightning Bolt kills me because I need to go down to 3 to Battle Rage. Honestly, Unholy Heat probably kills me because I can just kill my shadow. I have to chump. Or not chump, but I have to block. Think they got the read? Answer is no. I can't remember if we had any TBR kills during the challenge. Why would you attack without it? Well, if I just had like another blocker for uh the hollow one, or a second creature to play out second shadow, whatever removal spell, I'm probably attacking. Surprisingly, TBR is a card that like is not on hardly anybody's radar. I don't know why I say surprisingly there. Like, Hollow One, Blood Moon. So Shadow, hold up the fetch. Save a shadow from an unholy heat or a lightning bolt. Now I feel fine fetching, because if they have a lightning bolt in response, I can cycle Street Wraith. Death Shadow reigns supreme. Nice ley line of the void. What's it beat? Love to play first. Kind of an interesting hand. Oh. So much Eldrazi. So little time. Grove of the Burn Willows. Should have waited until after the Devourer trigger, but I don't think I have a good shot of winning this game. I'm not going to worry too much about it. My hand's kind of slow. I might have to just like sack a shadow to state-based actions to grow the Nethergoyf. Maybe not. So we can seal ourselves next turn to get Shadow online. We no longer have to seal ourselves. See, Jared, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having an awesome afternoon. Appreciate you coming around and hanging out. I'd rather seal fire myself. Get this Shadow online. I think getting Death Shadow here is better than getting Moon Shadow, because the Moon Shadow would be a 2/2, maybe grow up to a 3/3 next turn, where the Shadow is a 3/3. And if I can find like a fetch land, they find another. That's unfortunate. So I need a green source. Opponent gets a walking ballista. That is a green source. So let's go Moon Shadow. What do I want to get off of this traverse? I don't have Gore Clan Rampager, but that wouldn't kill anyway. I could just get another Shadow. It's probably fine. I just want to think of my options before I attack, because I could always traverse for a Street Wraith. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They float a mana. Go and get a it's a stupid 1 mana artifact. The combo piece with Broodscale, because I think this is Broodscale. To go and get the equipment, they have Ancient Stirrings. They're one short of killing me, I think, because they go and get the equipment. Um, Float a mana, go get the equipment. Ancient Stirrings for Broodscale. Green Source, 2 for Broodscale. They can equip, but they can't adapt. Or they can like adapt and equip, but they can't adapt again. Or they get an Emrakul. That was very clearly my next guess. Just Ballista for 2. All right, come on, TBR. Come on, TBR. One-time dealer. It's not bad. It's not great. They have to block something. Six cards in the yard, or 6-card types with no creature, so they can add creature. This just means they have enough for Emrakul, right? It doesn't matter that I kill this. Yep. Go ahead and cast this so they can't kill my own Moon Shadow. Come on, TBR. Come on, TBR. Does nothing. Scale. What is with these like out of left field decks today? Broodscale, Samwise combo. Hollow one. I don't think Damping Sphere is nearly as good against them as it is some of the other decks. Some of the other light Eldrazi decks. It's okay. Start trying to get this Moon Shadow out of reach. It's a pretty good one. Guess I need to just take the Kozilek's command. Take the thing that interacts with my Moon Shadow. Charm all conveniently online this upcoming turn because Grove of the Burn Willows can produce colorless mana. We got what? Hugin's Lab. Let's take out the Urza Saga so they can't go tutor up. What's it called? Blade of the Blood Chief. So they can Ugin's Lab. Scratch that. That'll put them down to 1. Seems worth it. Since I have Ren and 6 in the deck. I'll block with both. One, two, three. Is there a ways off of this Devourer? So let's just go ahead and kill the Broodscale, pass back. Hopefully our little charm wall can get us across the finish line. Yep. Do like damping sphere a little bit more on the draw. I'm going to take out a moon shadow on the draw. Or do I want to? I should probably actually take out a death shadow on the draw because they've shown me Grove of the Burn Willows. Feels like Moto's lagging. That's because it is. Pretty badly, too. So I'll have to restart after this game before the last round. Flesh Raker. The next turn we can go Moon Shadow, Death Shadow, like Moon Shadow, bobble myself, check if I want it, Street Wraith, Death Shadow. Urza's Saga. Piece of Candy. Is there any way I can present lethal next turn? With this Abigail, I mean. Not going to cycle the Street Wraith in case I can bait them into going for Walking Ballista Ping. Is that lethal? It's... yeah, that kind of messes me up. I knew they had the Grove, too. That was so bad. Well, they could have killed the Shadow anyway, so... I don't think I'm going to beat myself up too much. But I would have had a line for lethal. If they didn't have the Grove, I could have gone bobble myself, see what it is, Street Wraith, fetch, and if I hit a Surveil land, or fetch for a Surveil land, and if I hit a permanent, I could grow the Moon Shadow up to a 7/7, and then Abigail the Shadow, and it would be 20 exactly. All right. So Moon Shadow's up to a 7/7. And I think I just go Death Shadow Abigail here. Is there any reason not to? Kozilek's command. Just going to. Hope that they don't have third copy of Kozilek's Command. I know they've got 2 walking ballistas. Deal. I will even allow you to shoot my Abigail. It's pretty good. Ooh. Managed to get the mute in there before the sneeze. Twice. And I think I just take out the Eldrazi Temple here. Their graveyard's got creature, instant, kindred, enchantment, land, sorcery. It's going to have artifact is 7. So they would be able to Emrakul with a soul land, but not now. Oh, man. So the one lost to 4-color Samwise so far. Oh, wait. Restart Moto. It is like break the program laggy at the moment. Thoughts on the deck now? You mean like without the forest? Not having the forest definitely feels a lot better. That being said, with all of this Eldrazi running around, I almost feel like I need to go Ragavan. I don't really want to play Ragavan, but man, just like Eldrazi everywhere. So it'd be a big deal to get like a turn quicker on Charmaw, or be able to play Threat plus Damping Sphere on 2. I think second Abigail would help too. Do you think second Abigail would be better than fourth Traverse? What am I getting rid of here? TBR. Rogren Triome. Is this just Zoo? I don't think I've seen Zoo play Rogren Triome. It's like a blue Zoo. I don't think they block here. That is. I am shocked that they would block this. It's like they're giving up. Yeah, I was going to say you're giving up your entire hand for me representing Fatal Push. Oh, yeah, it does have Menace, doesn't it? You know, Magic's a tough game. And sometimes you don't pay attention to the words that are on the cards, both for my opponent and for me. It's quite a few lands you got over there. Start reading the card, explains the card here. Now listen here. There have been quite a few layers questions over the history of Magic that would beg to disagree. I don't I don't think I want another Moon Shadow here. I think I'm just going to get a Surveil. Try to flip an extra type for Moon Shadow. It's a chunky boy. Harbinger and Dress Down. It is a Lairs situation. Or like Oko elking a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Is this the best version of Jund currently available? I mean, I think that's kind of comparable to asking, like, is this the best version of a flaming pile of dog crap? Is our flaming pile of dog crap better than the other flaming piles of dog crap? Maybe. Discard card. All right. I'm going to go for the old double block. Mainly because this makes either one of these attackers lethal if I survive. Got a Scion. Second Scion. Persist. Really? That's the thing we're doing? So let's go FOMO, discard, Thoughtseize. Because if I hit an unholy heat, the game's just over. Now, I attack with Moon Shadow and FOMO. What happens? They have to block with both. I kill the Scion. There's no reason to attack with both, right? Because they just get to block. They double block the Moon Shadow. I kill the Scion. They would kill the Moon Shadow. And then they just block the FOMO, and the FOMO trades with whatever the second threat is. Maybe that's worth it. But I guess I can always choose just not to block with or not to attack the second time. But I think I want to. I think I want to get both of these off the battlefield. Nope. Try again. So I want to kill off you. And then we go to second combat. I attack in again. You have to trade off the Kavu. I play Nethergoyf. Say go. I was literally about to ask, is this just Zoo with Persist Archon? An opponent has graciously answered my question for me. All right, we're dead to a Persist. Ooh. All right. Persist Archon Zoo. What do they? So they're not running Ragavan. What else are they not running? Saw Kavu, Scion, Leyline. I guess I didn't see Leyline Binding. Which I'm not going to lie, if my opponent is not running Leyline Binding, I would feel amazing. Ashiok Dream Render. Oh boy. Hopefully we can set up this Nethergoyf, or not Nethergoyf, Magus of the Moon on 3. Just like get the lockout. There's no way to get Unholy Heat live this turn. All right. So I know I'm getting basic Swamp here, which doesn't look too suspicious in the face of a Territorial Kavu. They were getting ready to set it up, weren't they? What if I take Scion of Draco? No, they're going to play the Ashiok. You don't bring in Ashiok to not play it in this spot. There's no way you're not playing Ashiok here. What do I know? Archon, yep. The old catch them with their pants down, no fetch. This is... I can get up to lethal right here. If I go Spell Bomb, threaten to crack Spell Bomb. Wait, can I just Unholy Heat and have lethal? I can, right? Just Unholy Heat the Kavu. That grows Nethergoyf to a 4. No, Nethergoyf to a 4. Moon Shadow still a 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not lethal. I think I might as well do it. I was going to say, I don't think they play Lightning Bolt. They're way too heavy on other stuff. All right, so 4-1 with Jund Shadow. I think we had this challenge go kind of poorly. The last challenge, we ended up 4-2 in the Swiss. And then every league that we've played with Jund Shadow has been a 4-1. Every single league has been exactly a 4-1, which is kind of hilarious. We need some variance in our lives. Some other result. All right, it looks like Demonic Tutors is still playing in the challenge. So we're going to send everybody over there. If you want to check out, looks like some sort of an Emery deck. I'm going to stick around and watch it for a bit. If you are enjoying the content, enjoying the commentary, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Drop a follow. Let us know that you want to come hang out again. Good to see you are back to 2 Ren. I think it's the proper number for this deck. Yeah, I think Ren really showed out this league, and I was very, very happy to have it in the 75. Dropping a few links in chat for things like the Discord, Twitter, YouTube, blah, 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 if you want to check out any of those channels. Otherwise, we will be back live on Thursday, probably with some more modern testing for the Hunter Burton, so look forward to that. Other than that, hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening. Stay safe, enjoy some good food and company. I will catch y'all back live later. Adios for now.